Farmer IRL, and this is part 3 in my How to Play Conan Exiles series. So far we've done some quick levelling, and then we've moved up to the middle of the map to build ourselves a little starter base, and get all our machines together, get the materials we need to eventually move up north so we can start living in the snow in a highly fortified base, which is really easy to build. So since the last episode I've thrown a couple of boxes down in here, and then I've put down a fresh bedroll, so I spawn in this base now. And it's time to go outside with our stone tools, gather some wood and some stone so we can throw down the machines we need in here, and we can start upgrading everything, get ourselves some steel stuff eventually. So the good thing about this spot where I've picked there is we've got plenty of stone all the way around here, and then we've also got lots and lots of trees very nearby. So the first machines I've crafted are a carpenter's bench and a furnace. With these we can start cranking out other materials that we need to make the more advanced benches. Now next I'm also going to want to make a tanner's bench, and for that we need to gather bark. Now to do that we have to hit a tree with a pickaxe instead of the usual hatchet. I'll just show you that quickly. See there, just got one bark. That's as we're using the dodgy tools at the minute, the stone tools. So we've got our tanner's bench down now. Even with the stone tools, it didn't take very long to actually get the bark we needed from those trees up the top there. And then we've already got some wood, so we can start making some shape wood. Next then, we need to go out, get some coal and some iron and some stones so we can start making iron bars and bricks in this furnace, and then we can put down a blacksmith bench, and then we've got all the machines we need to start making good blocks, as well as the more advanced machinery that we're going to need to make the armors and whatnot to get further north. Now really close by to get iron here as well. As you can see, we've just come up the top of the valley where we ran before. I'll show you on the map. We're literally a 10-second run from the base by this lake, and then we've got lots of iron all the way around here, so I'll gather some of this up quickly. And then also just a bit further down from the lake here we've got lots of coal. As you can see, we've got 3 or 4 bits here, a few more bits over this way. This little clump here is plenty to keep respawning and keep the base stocked up nicely. So we've got plenty of materials gathered now. We've got shape wood crafting, and I would highly recommend you do this as well. We've got down 2 furnaces, so we've got one making bricks and one making iron bars now. Don't worry about making loads of machines, because you can pick these back up pretty easily. Just literally hover on them and then click on this button here, return to inventory. So yeah, if you make all these machines, don't worry about it, we can move them to the main base next time. Just sit here a minute, we'll wait for some iron bars to craft, a few bricks to craft, and then we'll make a blacksmith bench, get that down. And then we can start making some reinforcements. We can get a cauldron down. So we've got our blacksmith bench in, and we've also got our cauldron in. Now then, we can start making some good tools. As you can see, iron stuff is literally just a branch and iron bars, and steel stuff is a branch and steel bars with a bit of leather. So not too difficult to make all of these now, but to make the steel we're going to need to make some steel fire over in the cauldron, which is made from brimstone and tar, and we're also going to need leather, which is made in the tannery, which then gives us tar. So We need to kill some animals, and then we need to go and find a bit of brimstone, and then we can make some steel tools. Now we've got some iron weaponry and some iron tools. Pretty easy kills down here, really nearby the base. You want to avoid the rhinos and the big elephants, but these little elephants, easy peasy to kill. And then we take our skinning knife, which we unlocked before. There we go, elephant hides. Now we can split the elephant hides into lots and lots of normal hides. And as you can see, we just got hide off that one anyway. But yeah, a few of these little baby elephants around here to get, and then we should have enough leather to make ourselves some steel tools. We'll go put these in the tannery. So as you can see, I've just slapped these few in here. These thick leathers will give us 1 tar per 1 elephant hide, and these will be 3 to the ratio of 1 tar that will output. So we'll just kill a few more animals quick, leave these crafting away, give us plenty of tar, and then we'll go get some brimstone. Now to get brimstone, we're going to have to make our first piece of armor. So we're going to have to come across to feats, unlock armorer, then we're going to go down here and unlock the sandstorm mask. Now we need this to go into the place where we get the brimstone, as there's a noxious gas there, but when we're wearing this sandstorm mask it prevents us from taking damage from that gas. So now we've got our armorer's bench down. Quickly just show you how to make these as well. Now before you make the mask, it's always going to require you to make a lining, or helmet padding should I say. So if you see here, we need to make this, and then we're quickly going to go and have to grab some steel from a nearby Thrail camp, or we're going to have to do this little secret and go and get some brimstone from underneath the water. So if you've already managed to gather enough steel to make that mask, you have to head over here to the brimstone lake. Now this is full of little columns that you can get brimstone from, but if not, and you're in our position now and you don't have enough steel to make that mask, or you don't have enough steel to make any tools and you want to make those tools, you just got to head over to the water, and then we'll look underneath the water for brimstone here. Now if you followed my last video, you'll note that I was killing lots of Thrails and I was looting all the bodies at the same time. Now I was mostly doing this to gather up things like this here, the breathing potion. Now this really helps in us gathering brimstone from underneath the water, as it allows us to breathe much longer. Now your best place to be finding brimstone underwater is along this outside coast edge here. There is spots of it in the other water around, but highly concentrated all around here. And it's pretty easy to spot as well. See, when you swim in above the water like this, you can see it underneath. So we just have a little quick swim down. We'll take a piece of this brimstone for ourselves. Now as you can see, my breath's ticking down as well. So we'll get all this brimstone quickly, as much as we can grab before we hit half breath. Head back up. I've just taken a water breathing potion. As you can see, I no longer have any breath as I'm breathing underwater. So this is why I highly recommend, when you're killing all those Thrails in the beginning, make sure you keep all these water breathing potions. This scenario here, because as you can see, this is really safe. No one can do anything to me here, and I'm looting away, getting as much brimstone as I can get my hands on. As I said before, there's lots of these all around the water over this side of the map, so it's a good easy way to get as much brimstone as you need to get good steel tools together and get a good mask together, so we can move on up north. So we're back and we've got plenty of brimstone. Time we've done that little run, we've got plenty of tar made as well from all those skins to be making us some steel fire. As soon as you've got steel fire, just take it out of there and then bring it over to whichever furnace. Here we go. Got the steel in this one, the iron in this one. So you whack a steel fire in there. As you can see now down here, it's going to craft a steel bar. Now I believe it's every 20 or so. Or is it? No, it's every 5 iron bars makes 1 steel bar. Right, let's craft a few more steel bars and we'll make ourselves some steel tools. So now we've got plenty of materials gathered and we've got all our machinery set up. It's time for us to start preparing so we can move on up to our end goal base location up in the snowy area here. Now first of all, we need to be preparing to make a tier 3 base. So let's have a little look here. We want to be building reinforced stone foundations, doorways, some walls and some ceilings, as well as we want to make a reinforced door. Now we need steel reinforcements for these, as well as hardened brick. So to make the hardened brick, we've got to run outside and take a little look in our fish traps. So we've already put our fish traps down. As you can see, we've got exotic fish, unappetizing fish, and savoury fish. Now it's the unappetizing fish we're after for this purpose. Now if you put down a good few of these fish traps like I have behind me, you'll get a pretty constant stream of unappetizing fish and the others, and when you cook the unappetizing fish it gives you ichor, which is what you need to make brick consolidant, which you then add to the normal bricks to make yourself hardened bricks. Now that's pretty easy to do. Take ichor from there, as you can see, cooked fish making that pretty 1-for-1 ratio, and then we'll grab some twine out of here, put them in the cauldron, and as you can see, stone consolidant. 2 for 2 makes 1. We'll start crafting some of those, and then we're almost set. We just need to start making some more steel, and then we can start making steel reinforcements. Now whilst we've got all these bits crafting, we're going to need to go and do a bit more level farming so we can get ourselves the right feats to basically enable us to go up north and survive pretty easily. Because up north it gets cold, so we need to be able to make Nordheimer armors like this one. As you can see, it gives you a bonus in the cold. Now all of these armors require us to be at level 40 and have steel and a couple of other bits of material which we can gather from the animals just north of us. So for now we need to go and gather some other materials and level up till we're level 40. Whilst we're doing that though, we'll leave all this to cook and we'll pretty much have enough level 3 materials ready by the time we come back to actually build ourselves a nice little base inside a cave. As you can see, we're getting fur as well as hide from these animals in the north. Now we need the fur to make the armor so we can go up in the cold. Now at this point in time, these wolves are still pretty dangerous to us and they take a lot of killing, so I'd stick to these big deer creatures. I guess you'd call them a buck, big buck. They're pretty decent for killing and getting XP from. If not, return to the Thrale camps, which are really nearby to the base. They're just here on the edge of this green area, and we'll farm some more XP. I think we'll head there now and we'll start getting some Thrales. done a little run at the back of the cave. I just thought I'd show you, as I've got some more materials to play with, how easy it is to block this cave off now with these big gates and build yourself a really solid fortification. As you can see, I've already got 2 on right here, but I'll just quickly show you for now. Build them across the front as well, very easily. So let's just scroll into first person. Cave is completely sealed. Now with this method you can get at least 30 gates or so on this front entrance to the cave, which makes it highly impenetrable for most players apart from huge clans on this game. So yeah, in the next episode I'll show you how to build this base into an impenetrable fortress so you'll never get raided. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're not a subscriber already, please do so, help the channel grow. Until next time, bye bye.